What's up, YouTube? Welcome back, and welcome to the start of a brand new ammo test series. You guys have been asking for it, and we have it. 40 Super is here. I didn't say 30 Super Carry. I didn't say anything else other than 40 Super. You heard it right. The 40 Super is much like a 357 SIG. It is a bottleneck pistol cartridge. However, this one is a 45 neck down to 40, as where the 357 SIG is a 40 neck down to 9mm. This particular loading from Underwood is an XTP jacketed hollow point, 200 grain, and that's traveling at 1,400 feet per second. So a lot of us know what the XTPs can do. Let's see what happens when you push a 40 caliber XTP to those kind of velocities. The firearm we're going to be using today is the Remington R1 chambered in 40 Super. I'll be doing plenty more videos on 40 Super just to get you guys up to speed, but for now I wanted to start showing you guys the ammo. But the bottom line is this is a super fast 10mm/40 caliber. This gun here has extra heavy springs in it to be able to handle it. That's what a 40 Super, 45 Super, that's what they do, is they just have extra strong springs so that the guns don't beat themselves up. So we're going to be using this 5-inch 1911 to put 5 rounds into this B8 target and check accuracy, velocity, and foot-pounds. Then we're going to move the chronograph to in front of the gel block so we capture the velocity of the exact bullet that's going into the gel. And we have two 20-inch 10% clear ballistics gel blocks lined up for a total of 40 inches. I think it'll stay in the first gel block, but we always have a backup. Testing explained, let's get to shooting. All right, 5 rounds, 5-inch 1911. We're 15 feet off that chronograph, 20 feet off that target, and let's see how this goes. Ooh, that is super spicy in the hand, and that is 1409. Wowzers, that's spicy. I think we put a hole in a hole there. We have 1390. We touched the X there, that was 1383. And 1391. Ooh, I like it. 1380. Let's take a look. All right, I'm pretty sure we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty sure I hit those are 3 and those are 2, but very good accuracy. It is very hot in the hand, that's for sure. But those hollow points are going to open up, dump all that kinetic energy, and that's pretty awesome. All right, let's see how this bottleneck monster does in gel. $14.15. Let's take a look. $14.15. That is no joke. And here's where we ended up. Good impact right there. I'm sure you can see a good little star as we come into the side. Wow, that's a nice permanent wound track right there. And it's a long one. That thing keeps sailing down and keeps sailing down. Leaves 20 inches of gel block. And that thing pretty much, let me straighten that up. That thing poked all the way to 22.5 inches and bounced back to rest at about 21.5, almost 22 inches. And it's in there facing the other way. It's in the dirtier gel block. We'll take a look from the top in a second, but that's a very nice wound track. That's very consistent the whole way. Wow, that's a lot of foot-pounds of energy, and holy crap, let's take a look from the top. Coming in from the top looks equally awesome. You can start to see a few places where it has lost a couple pieces of lead along the way. We'll have a final weight for you in a second. But nice piercing wound. There's another piece of lead that it lost, and comes to rest right there. I'm sure you can see that little piece of copper down in there. Let's get her dug out. Before I dig it out, just wanted to show you a very tiny poke into the second block, and it's right there at the edge. And there she is, totally peeled back like an XTP does. That's very uniform though, very nice. Did its little mushroom top thing that they do. Looks pretty good. We'll have the weight up in the corner, of course, and the diameter. But yep, did what it's supposed to do, pushed itself back, maintained most of the lead, and has a very nice curl back. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be able to disrupt a lot of tissue and then be controlled as they push through. So being that super hyper velocity right there, that's able to handle it with this projectile. So there you go. There's some 40 Super data, and we're going to have plenty more on the way. Now this cartridge isn't for everyone. This thing is totally a hot rod. It's really bitey in the hand, and it's a little bit just of a handful in general. But you can see that you do get some accuracy out of it, and you can see in gel that it does its job. Would I carry it for defense? Well, I have carried it before, but limited. It has its applications, and it can also be tricky to get a gun to properly function with it sometimes. We don't BS you on the Turkey's Opinion, we tell you the truth about things. And one of those truths is that sometimes you can have problems with pierced primers, and you get these little discs. If it does pierce the primer, sometimes you just get flow, but sometimes you actually get holes in the primers, and then those little discs can interfere with the firing pin. They can get locked in the lugs of a 1911. They can just do weird things. It's not ideal to be blowing primers all the time. It's not good for your firing pin. It can kind of keep fire flashing around your firing pin, acting like, you know, when you're not supposed to keep heat treating things over and over again. Every firing, when it blows a primer pocket, it does a little mini heat treat on your firing pin. So you have to make sure things like that are under control. So if you like this testing, check out our 45 Super testing and 450 SMC testing. Both of those are hot rod cartridges that you can also put in a 1911. Hope you enjoy these kind of videos. Thank you for watching this video, and until we see you next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep shooting.